Howdy, it's Monday morning, and I've broke the glass, and I've broken the glass, and I have my emergency coffee, and we're ready to go. We're going to learn about commas, and you'll be tested over this information. So you're going to be writing your own creative sentences. Now, this week, you have already turned in your letter last week, right? Your letter of compliment or complaint, and then you peer edited two other people's letters, right? Well, now you're going to watch two grammar videos. They are me making fun of grammar mistakes, laughing by myself is pretty pathetic. And then you're going to make changes to your letter, right? You're going to put your own name, like I would put Mrs. Stevens at the bottom where I put my signature, and I would actually submit it for a grade now. And I'm trying to get caught up on all that grading too. I don't get it done over the weekend because I am a new mom. I probably already mentioned that 40 times, but there's no free time anymore. Okay, so you, again, did those ed puzzles. You fixed your letter. You fixed the other couple people's letters, right? You fixed two other people's letters that were anonymous, and then you're fixing your own letter and you're turning into Canvas. I know it's kind of confusing, kind of all over the place, but as long as you have your assignment notebook, you should be okay. So now we're going to write on a separate sheet of paper, or we're going to type these comma rules, and we're going to turn them in. There's going to be 17 sentences. Actually, I think 2 of them are not sentences, so that's okay, but the rest of them need to be sentences. So here we go. So as I'm going along this, you could be typing this, you could be handwriting this, taking a picture of it, and then turning it on Canvas. These also need to be your own sentences, your own creative sentences, and they can be about whatever topic you wish. So here we go. Okay, commas, they don't need to be included when you use conjunctions. Like conjunctions there's fanboys, that's how I remember them, for, and, nor, or, yet, but, so. But a lot of times you need a comma to separate those two independent clauses. But in this case, this sentence here, we decided that at the picnic, our activities would include softball, shuffleboard, and volleyball. Since you have those conjunctions, you really don't need a comma there. But if you don't have the conjunctions, you do need the commas because it will eliminate confusion. So you will write number 1. I'm just going to show you what you're going to do on your separate sheet of paper. For each one of these comma rules. Okay, so let's pretend I'm you, right? And I'm going to write my own comma rule here. And I'm trying to make it look like handwriting so that if you're writing it by hand, that's great. So what's my topic? What do I want to write about today? Donuts. Okay, because I'm bitter that I had to take down my Canvas page. I had beautiful donuts on it. Okay, so my favorite donuts are classics, covered in sprinkles, fruity pebbles, and icing. Okay, so I put my comma here, I put my comma here, and I'm done with number 1. Okay, so that's what you're going to be doing. I'll do one more with you guys. See, I want to use the same font there. All right. And this is number 2. I need a new sentence. Okay, this is about donuts. Okay, first, I need a comma after first. So I'm going to say, first, we'll have a coffee and donuts at Quack Daddy. Is Quack Daddy one word? I better go check on the internet. It's 2 words. 2 words. Look at me. If we're going to be grammarians and pick at everybody's grammar, we better be correct, okay? So here's my comma here. It's after my word that is beginning the sentence. And if I want to be really fancy, I can continue. I say, next, we'll... stop by the bookshop. Okay, that's my dream day, being with you guys, stopping at the donut shop, going to the bookstore, and of course being with my family. Okay, so now you guys, I think you kind of get the vibe, what you're supposed to do. I'm going to make these in a bright color so that when I share this, you kind of know what I'm talking about. Like, this is what you're supposed to do. And then if you are getting on the Google Meets, guys, and you don't understand what you're supposed to do, you're not allowed to log off until you understand what you're supposed to do, okay? Because, like, I'm here to help you, and I don't want you leaving the Google Meet being confused, okay? And you don't have to hold everybody up, but just, like, stick around and say, Miss Stevens, I need help. I'm here because I need help. And I'm like, do you know I get paid to help you, but I enjoy it. So please stick around if you're lost and stuff, because I can't really help you when you are lost and it's like the weekend time and your assignment's due. But hopefully you guys know that. And then I really need you guys to be having an assignment notebook. I know you do, but just because when you're not making the calendar, you're not paying attention, and due dates can come up, and then I can't take your late work. So, all right. And I would be a really bad teacher, I think, if I was like just accepting late work willy-nilly, because that is not teaching you, time management. That is not teaching you responsibility. That's not teaching you how to keep a schedule. And those are all really important things that you're going to need to know for the real world, okay? But I just want to help you. Okay, continuing. Here we go. Commas after adjectives of equal rank. So I might say the long, dark hair was found on my donut icing. Gross. Commas after introductory words. And remember, you're writing your own creative sentences. You can write about donuts too, but these sentences just need to be different, okay? Yes, comma. I've had other donuts, period. Commas with back-to-back prepositional phrases. Oh, no, but what if you don't know what a prepositional phrase is? Okay, let me just list a couple of them here. Above, aboard, about, through, of sometimes is, around, through, across. Did I already have across? I probably have them. Yeah. I think, yeah. So these are words that are like you can find, like, okay, my teacher used to say preposition, show your relationship to the item, to the object of the preposition. Now, I have them posted up here, so I'm just going to go through them really fast. Words like aboard, about, above, across, after, against, along, amid, among, around, as, at, behind, for, except, during, outside, with, without, past, without, for, over, during, outside, with, down, out, upon, concerning, onto, up, on, until, by, off, underneath, except, under, beyond, near, toward, between, like, to, besides, into, till, beside, inside, throughout, beneath, in, through, below, from, since. Now, there's some compound prepositions, and sometimes they get me. So, according to is a compound preposition. Because of is a compound preposition. In addition to, instead of, next to, in front of, in place of, in spite of, out of, and prior to, aside from, and all of these are compound prepositions, and there's probably more. So if I said, according to this recipe, that's according to, that's a compound preposition. So sometimes those get me. And in the grammar book, they'll be on page 74. We're going to get that out soon whenever I see you again. So if we have back-to-back prepositional phrases, it looks like we don't really need to use a comma between them, but a comma after them. So I might say, what do I want to say? In the donut shop, next to the menu, comma, there are papers to fill out for completing an order. Okay, so that's how I would do that one. I'm going to make these prepositions purple or like whatever color, so you guys, that's like a little bit helpful to you guys, so you can know like here's some. But you could just Google list of prepositions, and there you go. Okay, commas with a direct address. Mrs. Stevens, comma, don't you know how many calories are in a Quack Daddy donut? Okay, commas to set off an appositive. An appositive is also known as an epithet, but it's known as an appositive. So, Luke, comma, the best student I've ever had, comma, brought me a donut. Okay, so it would separate that appositive. And here we have, oh gosh, commas and dates and addresses. Okay, let's see, where is Quack Daddy Donuts located? Okay, here we go, Pendleton, Indiana, 106. I'm gonna have to copy this, you guys. I'm forgetful these days. Okay, so this is just my example, right? So I might say during January, 2021, Pendleton was hosting a donut party. I might also say, let's see, Quack Daddy Donuts is a famous donut store, I might use one there just to show off that I know Rule 16, which we're getting to, is located at 106 West 8th Street, Pendleton, Indiana. And actually, I will put a comma after this 46064 in that sentence just to be sure, okay? So I'm going to erase that now, but make sure you got a sentence there. Okay, number 9. Now, this is one you don't have to write a complete sentence, so that's easy. But this is kind of like in your business letter. Oh, my Grandma Flo. I miss her. Number 10. Commas to avoid confusion. That's a good idea. Yes, I would just put one to avoid confusion. On my phone, Google Maps gave me direction to the donut store. Number 11. Commas that set up. So interrupters, commas. Okay, got it. So I might say, oh, by the way, did you know that Quack Daddy Donuts, which are delicious, contain 300 or more calories? There. So there's my interrupter. Commas between a person's name and any identifying letters. Okay, so I might say, I don't know, George Fahey, PhD. That's my dad. Commas after introductory adverb clauses. Okay, adverb clauses show time, they show in what condition, they show why, they show where. So I might say, although I was tired, I still had time to go buy a donut. Can't get off the topic, guys. Okay, commas after introductory participial phrases. Okay, dancing on the street, I neared my destination, the donut shop. I could also use a colon there if I wanted to. It's fine. Here we have commas to set off non-essential clauses. I don't know. Let me think about this. So, Quack Daddy Donuts, which is the new store in town, offered a free donut during Teacher Appreciation Week. Okay, there's my sentence. Commas between two independent clauses. Okay, so just to show you guys, we have a subject, John Wayne. We have another subject, he. We have a verb, was considering, and we have was looking as your other verb. So here we have two independent clauses and a comma, and a coordinating conjunction here. So what we need is we always need to have a comma and a coordinating conjunction here to separate these two independent clauses. So here we go. Miss Stevens was ordering a strawberry donut, comma, and Mrs. Rickert was ordering a chocolate donut. That's simple. So just make sure you have both the comma and the coordinating conjunction. And number 17, finally. We have a comma with quotation marks. Okay, so I would say the students begged, comma, quotes. Please stop talking about donuts and commas, comma, Mrs. Stevens, period, quote, and we're done. So make sure you turn that in, and we're going to be learning about prepositions next. Prepositions. Do you know the preposition song? We have to learn phrases. We have to learn clauses. We have to learn other phrases. Okay, so we have to learn prepositional phrases, infinitive phrases, which if you have Mrs. Price, you know the infinitive phrase. You even have a dance for it. Adjective phrases, adverb phrases. I said prepositional phrases. Appositive phrases, right? Then there's the noun clause, the adjective clause, the adverb clause. We have to learn all these. So I might have you do the grammar practice test just to see how good or how bad you are at this. And then maybe that will have you paid a little bit more attention to these upcoming videos, because even though this one was easy, in the future it will not be as easy. There'll be like 2 really amazing people at grammar in each class, and then the rest of us just have to power through it. Okay, miss you.